Record. Stream 1, 2 is going on. All right. Let me get VMix Social set up. VMix Social. On YouTube. Open Mic Podcast, yes. On Facebook. Find post. Open mic, yes.
Boom, 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 boom.
I'm not going to ask the first comment on Facebook or YouTube because I know it's going to be Facebook. I just need this comments. Oh, okay. That's good. Always fight this. Turn it on, right? Refresh. You're already yawning. That's not good stuff.
Well, it's pre-show routine.
Oh. On. I can never remember why I can't remember comments. Has anybody commented even to try this out yet? Oh, Jenny says hi first. Okay, I will look for Jenny's comment to pop up here. I got it pulled up on my Facebook. It asked me to share this video with Traeger Grill owners. Why would I want to share that? Traeger Grill owners.
Oh, sweet Jesus. They're taking this grilling thing too far.
Yeah,
no, they gotta. Oh, boy.
It's blurry. But it says Traeger Grill owners, yeah. Okay. I think the comments are coming in now. I think I see a Josh Shebolt. Merry Christmas, guys.
On the Facebooks or on the YouTubes?
Let's see here. Oh, man. I got to be able to have... Merry Christmas, guys. Okay, so this is the right one. I don't know why Jenny's comment didn't pop up. Remove from the... Oh, maybe I'm looking from the queue. "41 seconds ago. Okay, we're going to have... what list are we going to do here in a second, Phil? It's on my Facebook.
You had one.
I had it right here. 20 weird would you rather questions.
Yes.
I don't think they're...
I'm going to be asking you, right?
Oh, no, I got the list. Yeah.
Oh, boy. We don't know what the answers are going to be like then.
No. All right, so we only have one comment so far, but it's working. Although Jenny's comment didn't come up, so hopefully this is working.
I see Josh's comment. Is that the one we've got?
Yeah, that's one we got.
There's my Melissa girl. Hi, Missy. Jenny's on there. Says hi.
Well, on my list over here that to share it on the screen.
Oh.
All right, let me fix
Merry Christmas, Miss Melissa. Merry Christmas.
Multi-view. As soon as I fix you, we can start the show.
Let me see here.
Okay, I got to make my own comment here. Test, comment, send. Oh, Jenny put test too, so we're both trying to do the same thing here. Here they come. Okay, there's Jenny's test. Boom. Perfect. Oh, Guthrie news page. Nice logo there. Merry Christmas, Melissa. Thank you. Terry, watching from Missouri. Thank you, Terry. Oh, pop up there.
Sweet Melissa.
Terry, send. There it is. That's Jerry good. Casey says, Merry Christmas, old Ranger.
Merry Christmas, my brother.
Okay, so we know the comments are working now, so good, though. Let me get my microphone out of the shot. Phil likes his microphone in the shot. That's okay.
Well, I don't like it. I mean, it wasn't in the shot earlier, and then you move things on me.
No, it was. You're way off, so I had to bring you in.
Okay. Well, I can adjust. I mean, we have to start the show by you criticizing what I'm doing.
Nope.
Is that better?
Okay.
Is that better?
I said I'll only move you one time. I'll do it one more time here. Just please.
No. I adjusted my mic.
No, now I gotta adjust you again.
Oh. I can just do that. Watch.
And then you're gonna move again. You move more than anybody.
I am gonna move. You're right. You're
okay.
Right.
Get situated. And I'm gonna move.
I'm trying.
Is that where you're gonna be?
Well, I mean, for now, yeah.
All right. There you are. Okay.
Merry Christmas, Billy. Sherry, Merry Christmas.
Okay. You ready to start the show? Billy Pop.
Sure.
Billy Pop.
Billy P.
I saw Billy Poplin dressed up in some costume running the streets of his neighborhood.
Goodness.
Yeah. Okay.
Is it okay if I take a drink on this? What are you drinking tonight, Chris? Tea? Sweet tea?
Nope. Had that earlier today.
Sprite?
Nope.
I'm stumped after Sprite and sweet tea. I mean, I am. What are you drinking, Chris? Oh, boy. You had a rough day today. Oh. Is that some kind of Kool-Aid or Gatorade?
Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
Grape.
Yeah.
Love me some grape Kool-Aid.
Oh, everything grape's good.
Okay, I'm going to start the show.
Yep. All right.
It is the Open Mic Podcast alongside Phil Nichols, Chris Evans with you on Wednesday, December 23rd, and it is freezing cold outside. Phil, it officially got cold today.
It was nice during the day. Then I came into the house to do some computer-like work, and we had a dinner plan with some of our kids tonight, so we walked outside to go have dinner around 6, and I didn't like it.
Yeah, no.
Did not enjoy it.
That
didn't
wind.
like it at all.
The wind was...
That was bad.
The wind was
wind chill. Like, what'd you say the wind chill?
Well,
I think you said the wind chill was in the 20s.
Let's see here. Right now, it's 30 degrees, but it feels like 19 degrees.
19 degrees. So yes. It's gotten worse.
Winds are the north-northwest at 14 miles an hour. Wind gust up to 21 miles per hour.
It's not good.
So now you don't even need to watch the 10 o'clock weather tonight. It's all right here on the Open Mic Podcast. So.
Cheryl, my buddy Cheryl, Grape Crush soda. Yum.
Yeah, starting the show here. Both Phil and I have our drinks. I got my grape Kool-Aid. What are you going with, Phil? Like a herbal tea?
I'm got a little green tea going on tonight.
Oh, fancy.
Yep. Just tea. Like, say I used to drink, but I quit because why, Chris? Why did I quit?
You quit drinking because you sucked at it.
I sucked at it. So I said, you know what? I'm a self-aware man. I'll go ahead and stop now.
Yeah. So it's like 20 degrees here, and Cheryl says it's 80 degrees in San Antonio, and that's amazing because the Dallas Cowboys, they still play football, well, for a few more weeks anyway. They had the roof open when it was somewhat chilly here, but anyway. So, well, it's big Christmas plans. I don't think a lot of people have big Christmas plans coming up.
I mean, we're driving back to Kansas. It's going to be a short visit because everybody, I don't think anybody's getting together like they normally do. And we're getting together and eating outside. So I'm praying to God it warms up a little bit between now and then. But we're going to try to eat outside, and it's going to be a smaller group of us. And yeah, just trying to be smart, trying to be smart. Not, and not so much for us, but a lot of my, my folks are, just, older and just got to be careful.
Yeah. I mean, Christmas is going to look different. Obviously New Year's, I'm not really a big New Year's go out and have a shindig of a type of guy, but I think
we played Monopoly before on New Year's Eve. Remember that?
Yeah, the one and only time we played Monopoly.
And why did we not play anymore, Chris?
Well, because Tanya, Tanya's a little when
a little bit of a cheater.
A little bit of a cheater, and when she's done playing, then she gives you everything, and then you act like she doesn't give you everything.
That's how a relationship works, Chris. When Tanya was done playing, I inherit her funds and her properties.
Yeah.
Well, twist that the Nichols family added to Monopoly.
Brenda says, Merry Christmas from Australia. Australia, very cool. Brenda. So we're reaching Australia, Missouri, San Antonio. Cool group tonight.
California. Got California on here.
Very cool. I might have missed that one. So
Miss Melissa. Miss Melissa is California girl.
Oh, okay. California dreaming.
Yeah.
I really wish I can play music stuff on here, but it's against the rules. So,
well, they passed something's buried in the bill that if you violate copyrights, Chris, like you did this year, you're going to jail.
Yeah,
I mean, real jail.
Real jail this time.
They ain't playing around no more. You're really going to jail.
Yeah, so. Guam gets like $85 billion, and they throw that in there with DCMA or copyright rules.
We just simply call it the Evans rule around here. It's the Evans rule.
Yeah, so I'm hoping that intro is still good. Facebook said it was good. I mean, imagine going to jail over playing music or on a stream.
I've thought about going to jail for many things. Music was never one of them, Chris.
I mean, we get about 10 to 20,000 people who watch this, so it's really in the big scheme of things. I mean, it's not a whole lot of people who would actually hear the copyrighted music.
Right. I don't know. I think it's like a lot of things. Everything's gotten a little, just odd, different. Yeah. Everything's just different. I think that's my takeaway for 2020, the year of being different. We've all seen it by now where somebody said, after January 1st, it really will be, hindsight is really 2020.
Yeah. Well, and then wait until 2020 turns 21, because then it can drink and it's really going to go crazy.
Oh boy, then it's out of control. We can drink legal.
Right.
How old were you when you had your first adult-like beverage?
You cut it. I got beverage. I'm having grape Kool-Aid.
Chris has a rep to protect.
Grape Kool-Aid is what I have.
So you don't remember? You're not going to tell me how old you were when you had your first adult beverage?
Do you remember? I do remember. Yes.
Yeah.
At the neighbor's house. I was at the neighbor's house.
Now I'm not talking about like somebody gives you a drink out of their beer can. I mean, like you sat down and you had 2 or 3 cocktails, maybe 6, maybe 12, maybe some jungle juice, maybe a pony keg party. But I mean, really, your first night of going, okay, this is different. How old were you when that happened?
I have no clue. I have no idea. 23,
24? I mean, what are we talking about?
Oh, maybe a little south of that. Maybe just a few years. 20, probably 21. Probably when I turned 21.
Yeah. Were you right around there?
Maybe 20. I can't really remember.
But you were right there.
It might have been 19. It could have been 18.
Maybe 12. No,
not that far. But what were you like? 13, 14?
I was pretty young. Yeah. I mean, Missy and Cheryl and a lot of my Eureka buddies that I grew up with, folks I've known my whole life, they could verify that I partook at a young age. Ran around with some guys. I was that kid that ran around with guys a little bit older than me.
Right.
And so I was exposed to the ways of the world, a little younger than some people.
And then you learn your lesson and make sure you didn't do that to the younger people, that when you were older, the younger guys didn't do that with you.
Yeah, when I turned 47, 48, I stopped it. I mean, I learned my lesson.
Gotcha. Okay. Hey,
it is interesting though in small towns. It seems like that, it's almost like a rite of passage, right? You go to your first party, you got the county, the dirt road parties. You got, where I grew up, it was either State Street or the old quarter were the places that everybody go out, and they'd always have a bonfire, and everybody'd stand around the bonfire and have cocktails. And you had those buddies that would drink one beer, and you would think he had been drinking for 4 days, and he had had half of one beer. And then you had the guys at a young age that you knew was going to be a pro. I mean, he'd be carrying on a conversation like he was talking to an FBI agent, and you'd look in his car and he'd had 18 empties in the back seat, and you're going, oh boy, that could be bad.
Cheryl's one of you. This is Cheryl has such a Phil Nichols statement. And when she says, Mary Decker and I were at Bible study while you were drinking, she's one of you.
Well, she is one of me. Cheryl's one of my oldest, dearest friends. You know how you have those people that you love no matter how long it's been since you've seen them. Cheryl's definitely one of those people, and as is Mary. And we all like to talk about being in Bible study. That's code for other things.
Mm-hmm.
But we were a rambunctious crew in Greenwood County, Kansas, growing up. We had a lot of fun, harmless fun, but it was fun.
Right.
Just messing around and everybody. But the good thing too, especially back in the 80s, late 70s, early 80s, was
1980 something.
When everybody
I would play that song.
How old it was.
I would play that song, but I can't play the song.
But everybody looked out for each other. I mean, it wasn't
like the police run.
No, even the police. We were talking about this. If the police showed up at the old quarter, they'd just tell us to pour out our beers and go home. I mean, if they did that now, they'd all be fired. There'd be lawsuits.
Right.
They would, and if somebody was in a bad way, they would make sure you got home. But they weren't, it was just a different time. Same way here in Guthrie, I'm sure, back in the, 70s, 80s, and even a little longer than that, later than that. But it's a different time we live in now.
Yep. I was at Bible study, so I'm not sure all the stories there. DeLisi Plant was the place in the 90s, I know for sure, early to mid-90s. DeLisi Plant, way out there, Cooksey Pine, somewhere out there. I can't remember.
Yeah.
Okay.
The old quarters where everybody had drag races. So everybody used to drag race. And then, and it was it bounced back though. The old, matter of fact, the Wichita Eagle, I'll tell you, I know we will get off the subject, but there was so much fun being had on the weekends, and Cheryl can vouch for this. When we were in school, the Wichita Eagle and Beacon, which now I think it's just called the Wichita Eagle, but it used to be called the Wichita Eagle and Beacon, which was about 65 miles from where we grew up, came over and did interviews and stories about teenagers partying on the weekends. So I like to say that, we were, word got out about Greenwood County, Kansas.
Wow.
So, yeah, it was a different time.
Hey, here in a little bit, Phil and I are going to. I'm going to ask Phil some weird questions, and he's got to pick one. Would you rather type deal situation here? Couple things here locally, Phil. Harrison Street Bridge, where no one sees the bridge when you drive over it in front of Jellison Stadium, finally awarded to a contractor or construction crew, and construction will start in January, 1st of January, and they hope to be done by 1st of June. So. Got to take out the bridge underneath. You got to support the sandstone wall that's on the National Historic Landmark. Got to take care of that, and then
we refer to as the Rock.
Right, right. So that
be careful with the Rock.
Yeah. Be very careful. I will be nervous for the construction company.
Anybody who doesn't take care of the rocks, it could be bad.
Yeah,
be very bad.
So the swervy driving thing will hopefully be gone. In June.
Yeah. I hope so. I know a lot of people made comments about time, what took so long. Well, they were trying to find matching money. They were trying to find a way to do it to where it'd be the most cost-effective way for the citizens, and so I appreciate what they've been trying to do. I think everybody's tired of looking at it. Nobody more so than the folks that were in charge of making the decisions. They didn't like it down there either. So, I'm glad they're getting it done, and hopefully we can get it done before football season next year and, get on down the road. So it will be weird though now when you pull in there.
I know you can go straight.
Yeah. And have more parking in front of the Rock.
$520,000 to do that project. That's just crazy.
I mean, I think what we ought to do is just dig a big old hole, start throwing a bunch of stuff in there, and then cover it back up and call it good. I mean, I could do that for like what, 10, 15,000 bucks?
Yeah, got a plan. Hey,
well, not a good one, but I have one.
Yeah. Well, if you have questions, we'd be glad to bring them up, discuss them. If we don't like it, we won't bring them up. But Matt Portwood goes. Matt Portwood asks, "What do y'all think? What did y'all think about the Class A state championship game, Phil?"
Matty, I just I just saw Matty Ice at the restaurant we were eating at. Him and his beautiful girl were out having dinner, and so I got to see Matt. But you know, Matt, it was, as Chris kind of alluded to, it was a pretty boring game. Now, that's no reflection on the Cashin kids, or I mean, it just wasn't a real exciting game. And the reason it wasn't real exciting is it one of those games where really from the start, there was never really any doubt who was going to win the game. I mean, it was Cashin was by far superior to Thomas, and they have some nice players. But you know, it's like a lot of times, number 10, last name Green, is that right? Was that his name? Last name Green, is that right? For Cashin?
For Cashin, yes, Braxton Green.
Yeah. Can flat ball. That kid can flat play, and they had a lot of other nice players too. I mean, I'm not saying, but it was obvious that this was Cashin's year. It was obvious that that the tough game they had was the week before.
Yep.
And honestly, it was obvious, at least to me, I thought, and I think you would probably agree, that I think Thomas even knew that they were in for a long night. Before the game even started, I think they knew they couldn't match up. So it was a good game. I mean, and for those of us that have followed Cashin and, you know, over the years, and Coach Shackelford, who we think's a great coach, yeah, it was good to see him get a state championship. I think it's well deserved. I think it's well documented what all the community's been through, and specifically the Cochran family, you know, with the tragedy that occurred this summer. And so it was nice to have something positive at the end of what's had to have been a very emotional and draining year, you know, for everybody involved in the program. So it was good to see. And then, you know, we know a lot of people from over that way, and, you know, and we've got folks that we know that do business here, that live in this area, that have kids on the team. So it was kind of nice to see them. Just nice that, you know, it's good anytime you can see people someplace close to where you live have success and do well. So it was a good game, Matty. I think, yeah, Matt just asked, do you think it should have been Cashin and Pawhuska? Yeah, that would have been the better game, no doubt. There's no doubt that would have been the better game. I really think the two best teams played the week before. So, and honestly, I think matchup wise, I think Ringling would have been a better game. I mean, I think Thomas caught some lightning in a bottle and probably won a game or two that they probably really, I'm not going to say they shouldn't have, but, you know, they had a great playoff run, but it culminated a lot of times like it does in those situations where you just run into somebody that's just better than you are, and, you know, doesn't end well. So, but yeah, I think I would have rather watched Pawhuska and Cashin in the finals.
Yeah. Thomas, in their last two games leading up to the championship game, they had come from behind in both of those victories over Pawnee and Ringling, scored 14 unanswered points in the fourth quarter to beat Ringling. And then, the Cashin Pawhuska game was exciting. Cashin scores late in the ballgame with 3 minutes left to win it 7-6. And so Cashin is the first team in Oklahoma, do believe, to go 16-0, to win 16 games, 16-0. And also, Cashin set the state record for most points scored in a season, and they did that in the 14th game. So 15th and 16th were bonus games as far as those points. The previous record was Locust Grove back in 2014. So Cashin scores more points than any other high school football team in the state.
Yeah, I mean, it all, you know, you look at their roster. I mean, they've got some kids coming back, obviously. The quarterback's coming back. They've got some good kids up front coming back. Yeah, but they're going to graduate a lot of really key players too. But I think it's like a lot of programs. You know, if you have a good program, you tend to still stay competitive, still find yourself competing for, you know, and making a run in the playoffs. So I would expect Cashin to be back in the playoffs next year, make another run. And in A ball, I think you're going to see a lot of the same teams. I think Pahuska will be there. I think Ringling will be there. I think Thomas will be there. I think, you're going to see a lot of those same teams will be back because they've got good programs. So, but anyway, congratulations to Cashion Wildcats. Got a state championship.
Yeah. So Cashion wins their 4th state championship in school history: 77, 1979, 1981, and now 2020, as they've been in the state championship game 4 times in the last 7 seasons. So congrats to them. Okay.
Yeah, good stuff.
All right, Phil, I got some 20 weird would you rather questions. Okay.
Oh boy.
And everyone watching at home, you can also play along as well and comment in there, and we'll be glad to share your comments as well. I don't think there's a right or wrong answer, so everybody's a winner.
Oh, it's good. So all the pressure's off.
I got the YMCA medals. Do you want me to show what we're playing for?
No, I mean, I prefer my medals earned, not given.
Well, no, those were earned over there.
Show everybody your basketball that you gave yourself, Chris.
I didn't give it to me.
Whatever. For those of you who don't know, Chris gave himself a basketball.
I did not.
Coach of the year.
You are fake news.
That handwriting looks a lot like yours. I've seen your penmanship for 20 years. Looks a lot like yours. I mean, coach of the year. I mean, you couldn't even dress it up a little bit.
Now I got to put it back neatly.
I know.
And look. And this is cute. All the kids signed it.
Let me see. Oh, that is nice. It is nice. Looks like the same handwriting for everything. Go ahead.
Are we still there? Oh.
What happened? What'd you do?
I lost my audio.
Well, that's not good. It's never good.
Okay, I'm back. I gotta put it back. Yeah. I gotta put it back on the mantle.
I know, on the mantle. I know. Here we go. Yeah, make sure you get your handwriting out where everybody can see it. There you go.
I mean, since we're here, I might as well just. I mean, it goes with it as well.
Youth sports coach. Everybody got one, Chris.
No, not everybody got one. Not
every coach got that same plaque.
No, so that's just
you're the
proof.
You're the 4th person that showed me that plaque for 2019. 4th person.
So we had a. Okay.
All right.
20. Okay, so we're gonna get back to.
Okay, I'm ready.
You ready? Let me get you on the screen so I can look at you.
I'm gonna kill this. How many questions are there?
As long as until we get bored.
Oh, okay. All right, that won't take long. Oh, be careful. Don Channel's already shooting flamethrowers out, wanting to know if this is a sportscast.
I mean, we could.
Why does Don hate kids so much? I mean, we're here talking about the YMCA. We're talking about youth sports. We're talking about encouraging the youth of our, and he just, Don just, I mean, I thought he liked children. I guess he doesn't.
Billy Poplin says 3 coaches. No, Billy, there were more than 3 coaches in the YMCA Spirit League held in Edmond. And so all those Guthrie boys went over to Edmond and took care of some business up in the fancy Edmonds.
Hardware.
Yeah.
Took all the hardware.
Yeah.
I do like Billy's spirit, though.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. I kid.
You ready?
See, I brought up him in his neighborhood in his pajamas or what costume, whatever that was. I'm not sure what that was, but his wife Kelly says he has lost his mind. He did. Okay. Now I feel like I'm even now.
Okay. Can we move on now?
Yeah, we can move on. Okay. 20 weird would you rather questions.
Okay.
Phil, would you rather have to wear a clown mask or a superhero mask every day for the rest of your life?
Well, I've been wearing a clown mask for 54 years, so I'm used to that.
So I think it'd be kind
of cool to wear a superhero. Did you say mask or?
Yeah, a superhero mask. So like Batman.
Oh, no, yeah, Batman. Yeah, no, it's superhero. That'd be good. Superhero. Yeah, I'd like that.
So you go superhero.
Yeah, absolutely.
What about Wonder Woman?
Some clowns are scary. Some people don't like scary clowns.
Oh, Don wants to see my other trophy. Let's see here.
Which one?
Got so many to choose from here.
Don, he's got 118 trophies on the wall. Get him the banana trophy down.
What about this one?
Oh boy. We've won 3 of those, Chris, and all 3 of them somehow are at your house. I don't understand that.
Well, I'm just. Is this the one that Don's talking about?
Well, there's so many to choose from. I don't know. Well, I really don't
know. I pulled down the 2016. There's 2018 and 2013. Is that what he's referring to as the other trophy?
I don't know. I think he might be talking about. I think he wants you to show that.
I got.
Phil putting a spin on. I'm putting a spin on it. No, Don, I wasn't putting a spin on it. I was BSing. There's a difference. It wasn't a spin. I think he's talking about the what am I? The second banana?
Oh,
backup banana. What to say?
That trophy.
Yeah, the one I'm proud of.
Back to me.
Man, I'll take second place anytime. Ed McMahon, second banana award presented to Phil. I will be Chris's second banana any day of the week.
You know how sometimes you put 2 and 2 together?
Oh yeah.
I got edged out in the
cooking competition.
I got edged out on that. I came in second for that one. The font on here is very similar to the other font.
Eerily similar.
This reminds me when this so I have a P.O. box in Guthrie for Guthrie
Wait a second. Chubbo's shooting bullets at you. You might want to read the screen.
Yeah, I'm not putting that on the screen.
Why not? It's your show. You can do what you want.
It's Never fake mind. Comments. I had plenty of trophies. But anyway, so this little thing, I go to the post office, and there's a slip to pick up because obviously it doesn't fit in the mailbox, and so it doesn't. It's not. I don't know who it's from, but I'm so curious. I open it up in the post office, and I reach into the box, and I go to pull it out, and I'm like, uh-oh. And so I don't know if it was I didn't know what was going on, like a gag gift. And so
stop now, Chris. Stop while you're
Yeah, okay. So I had a look. So I was okay.
That's good stuff. I guess you didn't get a trophy for second prize. Is that what Don's alluding to?
No. I don't need I don't need.
You don't need a
second place. Yeah. Okay. All right, Phil. Would you rather have ears that turn green every time you got angry, or a nose that turned black every time you smiled?
Well, I got a nose that covers 3/4 of my face. It doesn't turn colors. My ears turn red now when I'm angry, so it would just be a different color. I'd go with the ears. I mean, this old honker I'm working with, I mean, it's spread out everywhere. I mean, I can't do it. I mean, when you remember when you used to play quarter, well, you probably didn't because you were a good Christian boy, but when you play quarters, it's a game intended for adults where you bounce a quarter, it goes in a cup, and you have to drink the beer.
Oh, we put quarters in we used to put quarters in the offering plate.
Yeah, well, I know that, Chris, but we did too, but they just smelled of beer. But the every once in a while somebody would get crafty and run the quarter down their nose and bounce it on the table and it'd go in the cup. I tried that one time; it hit my lower lip, and that's when I knew that I needed to stop. Yeah, it's a little smashed up there. It's a little not a lot to work with from the side view.
Okay. All right.
So I'd go with ears.
All right, Phil, next question. Would you rather have to wear a pair of shoes that was one size too large or one size too little?
Oh, too large. That's an easy one.
That's an easy one. I remember Doug Gottlieb. It was always a big deal. Doug Gottlieb always wore a half a size shoe shorter than, I don't know, at OSU. Why I remember that, I have no idea.
Was he one ingrown toenails? I mean, why would he do that?
I don't know. Phil, would you rather consume an entire serving of pasta that was completely overcooked, or would you rather be required to eat an entire serving of dry rice?
That's a tough one. I'd probably go with the pasta.
Yeah. Boy, if you eat too much pasta though, it weighs so heavy on you that night and the next day.
You get the bubbly tummy if you do that.
Right.
It's no fun.
Would you rather have your eyeballs made out of Jell-O or a nose made out of Fruit Loops?
Well, I like Jell-O and I like Fruit Loops, so I can't really go wrong. So it was eyes out of Jell-O or a what out of Fruit Loops?
Nose.
Nose out of Fruit Loops?
Like Fruit Loops, like a piercing. Little Fruit Loops, though.
Oh, I'd do that. That'd be cool. I'm getting old enough now to where I might show up. I might get me some earrings put in. I might, who knows what I might do.
Would you rather
go with the Fruit Loops.
Would you rather be thin as a sheet of paper or fat as a giant hot air balloon?
Oh, give me the tummy, baby. Give me the tummy.
All right. Would you rather your entire house be as bouncy as a trampoline or sink like a quicksand? Well, that's
bouncy.
Well, yeah,
bouncy.
that's stupid.
You bounce around. If you sink, that's not a good option.
Okay. Would you rather have a babysitter who doesn't play with you or one who doesn't know how to cook very well?
How old am I in this scenario?
Oh boy. I think that probably answered the question probably.
Well, I think that was an honest question. 9-year-old Phil would answer that differently than, say, 30-year-old Phil.
So, did you have a babysitter growing up?
No. If my mom and dad, I think a lot of kids my generation, I was lucky enough to have great grandparents. So if mom and dad were going somewhere, we'd usually stay with grandma and grandpa or, go hang out with them. So not really, no. I had a few that when I was 13, 14, I wish would have babysitted me. But, at that point I was too old. But no, not really.
We had babysitter. Babysitters.
Oh, I met your babysitter. I've met one of your babysitters.
One of them, yeah.
No, I really didn't do babysitting.
Sunday night was bowling league. Sunday night was bowling league night, so we'd have a babysitter come over on Sunday night.
Billy Poplin wants to know why I would have a babysitter at Thursday. Well, Billy, you and I obviously didn't hang out when I was 30, or you wouldn't be asking that question.
You know what? I'm Phil's babysitter a lot of times.
Oh yeah, no, I got a lot of them right now. Yeah, no, I get the look. Sidebar. Saturday, I got a little upset about a call I saw on a football game we were watching on TV, and I had to walk it off. And as I'm walking back in, I hear my good friend talking smack about me in the room when
I was asking a question about you.
So I walked in and I said, "Oh, what? You wait till I leave and you start talking smack about me?" And Chris goes, "Yes."
Yeah, it was. My question was, since you weren't there, I can say, why does that get Phil so upset? Why does something like that get Phil going? I can't remember. I didn't use the word upset, or I go, why is that a big deal to Phil? Maybe why is that a big deal to Phil?
I think the words I heard was, he's got no vested interest in either one of these teams.
Okay. I can't remember what it was. Yeah.
You said, why does it bother him? He doesn't care about either one of these teams.
Right.
And the answer. It had to have been rhetorical.
Oh, yeah. I was just seeing what answer.
Yeah, it was just, you just wanted to talk a little smack about me.
No.
I understand.
All right, Phil. I don't think my babysitter cooked. Maybe they did. I can't remember. Would you rather be able to push things away from you or pull them toward you just by looking at them? Oh,
pull them towards me. Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Well, I wouldn't have to get up and go get soda pops. I wouldn't have to walk to go if I wanted something from across the room.
Remote control.
I could just whatever. I mean, there's a lot of things on the table. I mean, I would want over there with me. Little blonde-headed girl, grew up in Florida. You know, maybe if I wanted her over there with me.
All right, next question. Here we go. I was thought like M&Ms.
Yeah, well, those two.
Yeah. Okay. Would you rather be required to say hello to every person you saw, or never say hello to anybody? I know this answer. You say hello to everybody.
Yes. Yeah. I do. I say hello to everybody now. So yeah.
Hey sis, how are you?
I do throw sis around a lot. Yeah, that's a Greenwood County thing. It is. It is. You meet anybody from Greenwood County, we're going to wave at people and say hi. And most women are sis or, all the other stuff we're not allowed to say now because we live in a different world. But.
Or, hey sis, can you bring me salt and pepper shakers, please?
Yeah, well, that's a go-to. And then when they bring me packets of pepper, what happens, Chris?
Well, I was reading comments. What was that?
And if they bring me not a salt and pepper shaker, but they bring me the packets that we see a lot in 2020, the little tear packets of pepper, I love it when that happens, don't I?
Yeah, you need 20 of them, and they bring you just one.
Just throws me in a death spiral.
Rod wants to know, who do you think will win the Christmas cornhole tournament at Mineral Wells? I didn't know about.
I don't know, Rod, but I think if there was ever a name that needs to be changed on a game, that would be it. I hate that name. It just drives me crazy. Ugh.
I got to tell you, I've really never got into. I mean, everybody has them, and they have all the designs of the boards.
It's like the modern version of horseshoes. Is that what we're trying? Why don't we just still throw horseshoes?
How do you score in horseshoes?
Well, there's distance from, and ringers are worth certain points.
Ringers.
It's very similar to the name that I refuse to say, but.
Cornholio. I think Beavis came up with that name.
He did. I think he did.
Okay. Phil, would you rather be able to eat as much as you want without getting sick?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Phil eats 25 times a day. It's unbelievable.
I love food. Oh.
You love concession stands. Okay.
Remember what I told you?
Phil, I'm going to interrupt you real quick. This is going to be a lot tougher than you think, but go ahead.
Well, you remember 4 or 5 years ago when I said I could lose weight if I wanted to, and I said I could get down to a certain weight. You go, you can, and you mocked me on the air. Do you remember that?
I mocked you on a lot of things, but yeah, I do remember this one specifically. Yes.
Yeah. And then I did it, right?
Right. Yeah.
And then I quickly went back to the other side, which I call the fun side.
Republican Phil.
Republican Phil, we call him. And I think I also told you, everybody else is trying to get to 200 pounds. If you weigh 250, I'm going to go the other way. I'm going to try to get 3 bills. So.
Knocking on the door. Okay. So, Phil, would you
I'm not. No, I'm not knocking on the 300 pounds.
You ever thought about going vegan?
I went vegan for 6 months once. Don't you remember?
Oh, yeah. Okay, Phil.
We call those the dark months in the Nichols house.
Independent Phil. So would you rather be able to eat as much as you want without getting sick, or get as much sleep as you want?
Oh, I do like my naps.
Notice how you said "s" at the end of nap.
Oh no, it's plural. I'm going to go with naps. Get my sleep.
Sleepy time.
I want to get my sleep. And you know this, I can lay down for 10 minutes, take me a little power nap, and I'm good to go.
Well, the weird thing about this, and I think you said this was because of your when you're in the service, was were you a Navy? I couldn't remember.
No, Boy Scout Honor Guard.
When they said it was time to go to, I can't remember how I don't know the military terms, but you had X amount of time to go to sleep or time to be awake, you were able to go to sleep within seconds, because if you weren't able to go sleep quick and then you didn't get enough sleep, or I can't remember what it was.
Or if you had a hop in an aircraft, you know, I mean, you just learn to sleep when you can. I mean, it doesn't matter if you're sitting, laying, standing. I mean, if you can get your eyes closed and get some rest, and it's not just me. I mean, most people that were in the military have that same characteristic. You sleep when you can sleep. So it's a different thing, no doubt. I mean, I fell asleep in basic training on KP duty, literally standing up.
Well, I've seen, not you standing up, but I've seen some weird situations where no one should be sleeping.
Oh yeah, no, I can sleep about anywhere. Yeah.
Ryan Cutting's on here as well, so
oh boy, that's a problem.
Got the dynamic duo here. Okay, Phil, would you rather begin your life in the past or the future if you could be born again?
Past.
Oh yeah.
I want nothing to do with where the future's going. I want nothing to do with that. That's such an easy one. I'd rather live in the Great Depression than when we're heading right now. So I mean, whew. I have officially became that old guy. The only thing missing is I got to start wearing shorts with black dress socks in the summer doing my yard work. And that could show up in 2021.
You're already eating a lot of applesauce, so.
Oh, I love applesauce.
I know you do.
Applesauce is good. That's good.
Okay, Phil, would you rather consume a sandwich with no bread or a cheeseburger with no meat?
Well, a sandwich with no bread. Who made this list?
I don't know. I'm just reading the list.
Well, these guys in the future is what it sounds like. What? Well, I mean, why would
hot dog's a sandwich, right?
Well, anything can be a sandwich.
Yeah, I think hot dog's a
sandwich, ham sandwich, a bologna sandwich, cheese sandwich, a fried bologna sandwich.
Spam.
I already said spam, but you can have spam. Spam's very salty. Very salty. Very salty.
Ugh.
Yeah.
I remember those as a kid. They had spam. It had like big SP. I don't think so.
Okay, if you've never eaten spam, then you've never really ever been hungry, Chris.
I guess not.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, it's we had a, and I think of this. Did you like fried bologna?
Bologna.
Fried bologna.
I remember the little ring around the bologna. Do they still do that?
The little red ring you'd have to take off where you.
Yeah.
I mean, you can get it without now because we've gotten fancy, but back in the, we were a very, very much my dad was self-employed and hardworking people. And, we never wanted for anything, but we did not have tons of money laying around the house. Right. And so we ate a lot of honey buns and cereal and I learned to love fried bologna sandwiches with ketchup. You'd have to take the spatula and, you have to put the little split in the bologna when you cooked it. Good stuff.
Now you make $5.25 million a semester. Okay, moving on here. Phil, would you rather grow antennas like a bug or grow a fluffy tail like a rabbit?
I mean, a fluffy tail would be a good conversation starter. Antennas would get in the way. I'm going to go with fluffy tail. I'm going to do the fluffy tail. I am. I mean, it's not going to be in the way as much as antennas. I couldn't wear a hat with antennas. I'd have a hard time with headsets with antennas.
Okay.
Yeah, no, fluffy tail. I feel good about fluffy tail.
Would you rather have a discussion with a robot from your planet or an alien from a foreign planet?
Oh, alien, no doubt. Alien, yeah.
So aliens, UFOs, all that real?
Oh, yeah, I think so.
Oh, of course you would say that. You think Bigfoot's real?
Bigfoot is real, Chris. We talked about this.
I know you've watched many, many shows that back this up, and
I have met people.
Oh, you met Bigfoot. Okay.
No, I would love to meet Bigfoot. I mean, he's one of God's creatures. I think that'd be great, just like a puppy or a kitty or. Sure. I mean, I don't, but I think. Yeah, I believe in that stuff. You don't believe in that stuff? You don't believe in an alien? You don't believe in life in other places?
Yeah, I think so, but not Bigfoot.
Well, okay, so you believe in a little alien and some other, but you can't get your arms around that there could be something called a Sasquatch.
Yeah, wouldn't he, I mean, except for beef jerky, but the commercials.
No, I know.
I made some beef jerky, by the way.
You did good.
Yeah, I would think I think someone would spot him if it was a real deal. So,
but I mean, he's elusive.
Phil, would you rather have feet that were wheels or have hands that were boxing gloves? Feet that were wheels or hands that were boxing gloves?
You know, I want to go feet.
Yeah, me too.
That were wheels, because you know there's you need your hands, Chris,
to drive and peel an orange. Couldn't do that with boxing gloves.
A banana.
Banana.
Big fan of bananas. Yeah. Other things. Oh, absolutely, right there.
Phil, would you rather have eyebrows that never stop growing? Eyebrows are always growing, right?
Kind of do.
Or have no eyebrows at all?
I've been there. I've actually had a little problem earlier. Yeah. Got a little, it wasn't good. You know, I honestly, the older I get, I could really give two craps either way. I mean, I really don't care. I mean, I could go without eyebrows. I mean, I'd probably do, if I had to pick one, I'd probably go without eyebrows than to have okay. Do you remember who was the old actor that had the huge bushy eyebrows? Was it Lee Marvin? Lee Marvin, I think it was. Had eyebrows for days. I mean, for days he had eyebrows, and that's a lot of work. So I'd go with no eyebrows. I'd be all right with that.
It was like 5 or 6 years ago. I went to get my hair cut. My hair did, and the lady goes, "You want me to trim your eyebrows?" I was like, "What? Yeah, sure." I mean, it's like when they wash your hair and it's like, "Is this hot?" And it's blazing hot, but you can never say no. It's always, I don't know. Why I say no, it's okay, but it's like
got a rep to protect.
Got a rep to protect. Okay. I don't know why it's like, no, I got 3-degree burns, but I'm okay. But ever since they trimmed them, now it has to be trimmed like every time. They were perfectly fine until they were messed with.
I've had unfortunate situations with my eyebrows here lately. Kind of like, I mean, I trip a lot now. I mean, I've tripped like 3 times, and I tripped today.
You tripped today.
Took your door down.
My homeowner's insurance is coming by next week, but good grief,
I've been tripping. I mean, we're not really sure if I am having strokes or I'm not. Sometimes when we're working on equipment, I mean, I got a lot of moving parts going on right now.
I'm all out of weird would you rather questions, Phil. You answered them all.
Oh, good. Well, I feel like I got them all right. Personally, I don't know how you feel about it, but
no, I think you did well.
Okay. So would you rather only be able to eat hamburgers or spaghetti?
I love hamburgers, but they're not healthy for you. And so now I really can't enjoy hamburgers as much as I used to because I know it's not good for me anymore.
We had the cholesterol incident of 2016.
Right.
That was a rough 6 months.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I had to stop eating at a few places.
Good now?
Yeah,
no, you did. Yeah.
No, it's fine.
It's all good.
Yeah, it's fine.
Milo O'Shea. Billy's got jokes today.
Milo.
One of my favorite men I've ever known, still with us, thank God, but his name is Milo Moore, one of the good guys of the world. Milo Moore. That's you don't hear a Milo name.
Milo and Stitch. Is that the same? Milo and Stitch? Is that Milo? Is it Milo? Milo and Stitch?
I don't know how that is, but I know Milo Moore is Milo Moore. I know that. Yeah, one of a kind, Milo Moore. A lot of those guys. Yeah, we were talking about, I saw, unfortunately, we lost another really awesome citizen of Guthrie. That was a guy that's been around for a couple days that passed this week. And, it makes you start thinking about all the influences in your lives, growing up and they're all at that age now, it seems like. And so I was talking to a buddy about it and he goes, we're next. And I go, what do you mean we're next? He goes, we're the next generation. They're going to be talking about that. I said, oh crap. You're right. So we're next.
Yeah.
Not you.
Oh,
you're two away.
I'm two away.
Yeah, you're okay. Yeah,
okay,
yeah, no, you're okay. I'm one away. You're two away. Yeah, so
I'm never going to financially recover from this.
No, never will. Did you see the president and all the pardons he's been handing?
I can't keep up with them right now. I saw Kushner.
He pardoned another 28 today. How about the Kushner guy? His son-in-law's. Did you read what he did?
No, but I do believe that this. I think the president is well below the average or well below the numbers that other presidents have. He's trying to catch up here this week.
Right now. No, we'll see what happens. He's still got a little bit of time, so we'll see what happens. But the Kushner guy, his son-in-law's dad, went to prison for 2 years. First of all, he did tax evasion, all that stuff. But what ultimately got him put in jail, and Chris Christie was the one that put him in prison.
Ooh,
when he was a U.S. attorney, but he sets up his brother-in-law with a lady of the evening, gets him in a hotel where he's already got a camera set up, and then tried to blackmail his brother-in-law and sent the video to his sister of her husband. This is how high quality of a human being this cat is.
Wow.
I mean, there's unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Well,
one of Kim Kardashian's friends got pardoned. I don't know for what. Poor taste, probably, but there's just a lot of the ones you kind of expect to be. You start looking at the ones you don't really know, and you're like, wow, those weren't some very good people. Those bad people.
Well, the segue out of the Trump deal here, real quick. There are 7. He's got less than a month. I have only Trump question I have left in office for him is, will he let this person out?
'Cause I saw Tiger, now I understand. I saw
Tiger Tiger King. Will he get presidential pardon?
Me and two of our mutual buddies talked about this today. I will not name them to protect the innocent, but we were having this conversation, and I said, at this point, I almost expect him to pardon the Tiger King just to show that he can.
Right. Just to prove.
I mean, just to prove that he can.
Right.
It wouldn't shock me at this point. And there's a part of me that wants him to get pardoned just so we can see his documentary that'll be released in a year.
You just can't. You just don't want him to get out and do something stupid, and then you're like, "Oh, I let that guy out. Now he's stupid again."
What's your favorite part of that documentary? Was it when the tiger was dragging him by the leg and he's got the cane?
Oh, Mama's got some treats for
Yeah. When they put the urine on his boots, and he was sitting with and the lion couldn't go after him and dragging him down. He's hitting with his cane.
He's got the knee brace on.
Right.
That's up there for me, but still my favorite one is when
EMT jacket.
Not this part. This was it was a tragic moment when the young lady lost her arm, but Joe's response is classic.
We're gonna have to close the park down, guys. We had someone that had their arm biting off by a tiger.
Ripped off is what he.
Right.
said I can either refund your money or you can come back at a later date.
Rain check.
And then they cut the next screen, and he's walking out with an EMT jacket on. Where the hell did he get an EMT jacket?
Well, and he was putting the tourniquet on the person too. So yeah,
maybe he is an EMT. I don't know, but he had to get the jacket on before he could do it. So
that's one good thing that came out of 2020.
Yeah, it was good humor. I mean, it was sad, but it was also good humor. You know, it was sad to me. I mean, you know how I feel about animals. It was sad to me because you just know those. I mean, that's just crazy. Yeah. I mean, that's just crazy. I hate that for the animals, and obviously some of the characters that were involved with him, working for him, you just feel like he was this predator that just took advantage of people. And you know, he would say he was helping them when nobody else would, while he's making them eat rancid meat and paying them $2 a day. And, you know, I mean, you know, so obviously not a real stand-up guy. You know,
No.
But yeah, but that was something odd. What else came out in 2020 that was unique? That was a little different. You know, I mean, first of all, 2020 feels like it's lasted 20 years.
It really
has. This has been the longest year of my life by far.
But
by far the longest year of my life.
And here's the other thing. And when it turns 2021, it's like, oh, okay, everything went away. Well, it's unfortunately it's
not going to.
It's going to be it's just going to be a different year.
Well, you know, now they're talking about this mutant strain of COVID that's in the UK, and you know, and this, where I find myself now, and I hate to be this way. It's not that I mean, obviously, I mean, in our own family, Chris, I don't even know if I've told you this yet, but I was sharing with our lunch buddies today. Somebody in our family, one of my cousins lost, you know, family members, you know, in the last couple of days to COVID, and through his wife's side of the family. Mm-hmm. And, you know, obviously it's real. I read where there's been over 3 million people pass this year from COVID. This is usually when everybody starts, you know, telling us that, you know, we don't really know how many died, because they're saying everybody died from COVID. But regardless, a lot of people have died from COVID, and, you know, and it's horrible. It's tragic. It's sad, but I find myself not knowing what to believe. Not talking about whether it's real or not. I mean, I'm saying I don't. So when I hear mutant strain, that's kind of scary. You know, the word mutant, when it starts with the word mutant, that kind of, you know, and it's almost like, at least in my opinion, I think it's obviously real. It's obviously deadly. It's obviously horrible. But I also feel like that there's some people that want to keep people stirred up too about it. You know, and that's unfortunate, because it's scary enough being what it really is. You don't need anybody embellishing, you know, anything about it, because it just makes it worse. Well, you know, so it's bad.
Well, oops, I need, let me, I'm going to go with the graphic here. I got to get it fixed real quick. Multi-view, desktop, oops, multi-view, desktop, capture. And okay, so it needs to be fixed. Position, reset all. Not quite that much. Move this over here.
That's clear.
Yes. What's clear?
It's clear now.
Your picture?
Faces. Yeah, I mean, you could probably tone mine down a little bit. I mean, we need to show all the blemishes that I've acquired over 54 years. But
real quick, so like on Guthrie News page, I do the when there's numbers change on the COVID deal, like. So I've been getting a lot of questions, and so I don't have a lot of answers. But so 6 in Logan County deaths. It's now came out today, a 7th one, and so I've had people in medical field, different fields. I don't want to give away who I've talked to, but they say it's more than 7. They say it's more than 15. It's more than 20. It's more than 25. I'm just going off the numbers that the Oklahoma State Department of Health release, and why the health department only has 7 I do believe there are way more than 7, but I don't know if it's not getting reported. I don't know, but I really, I'm not going to start making up numbers, because who do I, a nurse or somebody tells me this number, and then somebody else tells me this number. I have no idea. So I can only go off of what the health department gives. And I know it's more than 7, and people are like, that's not, I know, but I don't know any other sources to go with, and I'm not going to start making stuff up. So.
Well, I think that's the tough part people in your business find themselves in is I do think there's people out there that want to report honestly what's, the information that's accurate. But the sources that supply that information, I'm not saying they're doing it for, with ill intent. I think it's just, first of all, if you've got stage 4 cancer and then you pass, and part of the process, it sounds like, is they're testing everybody, and you are positive for COVID. Did COVID kill you or did cancer kill you? My answer is somebody that's lost somebody very close to them. It doesn't really matter.
Right.
I mean, unfortunately, they're gone, and I think we all lose sight of that a little bit when I do hear the arguments about, well, these numbers aren't accurate. To the family members who've lost loved ones, it doesn't really matter. Their loved one's gone. And so when I hear people talk about and be flippant about COVID, I mean, the way I tend to look at it, and I have my own beliefs, Chris, we've talked about them, that how I feel about it, but I feel bad for the families. I mean, it's like when you lose somebody close to you and people want to almost immediately say, well, how did they pass away? Well, does it matter?
Right.
I mean, why are you so interested in that?
Well,
it's
the way I look at it, most people have, who die or who are sick and they get COVID. It's like it pushes it faster, pushes death faster.
Right.
I mean, you have this deal, but your life sped up quicker than it normally would have if it wasn't for COVID. So it just quickens the process. So
I just know it's a bad deal for all of us, and it's created some ugliness in our world that's unfortunate. I think it showed a lot about how people feel about their fellow man in a lot of ways. People have a right to live their life the way they want to live it. I just think we ought to choose a path where you're considerate of other people.
Billy, is it county in the county they pass in? If you're a resident of Guthrie and you pass in Norman, it reflects in Logan County because that's where your residence is at, not where you pass, but where your residence is at. So you can be from Guthrie and pass in Topeka, Kansas. It would count as a Logan County number. So that's a good question. A lot of people do ask that. So
yeah, I mean, I think my pop, I just got a lot of people in my life that are older and that are, just aren't as they've got health conditions, and it doesn't bother me one bit if I have somebody that asks me to put on a mask or asks me if I'm coming over to wear a mask. I mean, we spent the last 3 weekends masked up, broadcasting games.
Yes. In fact, I got a blemish.
I get a line right across my nose right here. So added to the blemishes on the Nichols face, but it just shouldn't be that big of a deal to be considerate of other people.
I do want to say this real quick. Our first comment from YouTube. Thank you for watching on YouTube. Jordan Burkett. Burkett.
Chris hates Facebook.
No, I don't. I'm just, it's good to see you YouTube. I mean, if you want to see it.
I know. Yes, go ahead and get it all out.
No, that's fine.
Higher quality, better quality. Yeah,
watch on your TV.
Hey, everybody knows.
I think.
Yeah, no, you can watch it from Facebook on your TV.
Well, it's a lot easier to find it on YouTube than it is Facebook.
Okay. No, I agree with that. That is easier.
Okay.
So what are we looking at in 2021? Are we going to be? We're obviously started the vaccination process, right? First responders, folks are starting to get it, which is exciting.
Guthrie EMS got their vaccination, and People at Mercy got theirs.
And there are those people.
Oh,
right on cue. I
can't do that. I cannot hold it. Doesn't that like vibrate your brain when you hold that in?
Yeah, but I've been hit in the head so many times. I mean, it's a feeling of comfort to me. I mean, it feels familiar. There are people out there like my bride. Oh boy.
Let me get that link for you, Dr. Simpson.
Oh boy, here we go.
Pause that up there. Control C. Oh, I actually got to go on news page Facebook and actually tag this in here. Let me send everybody that link so everybody can go to.
Let me know when you're done, Chris. I was getting ready to make a good point.
Took you long enough. Okay.
So we're gonna hold my banana and just wait.
Okay, so I put the link in the.
There he is. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's the link. Very proud of his links. So yeah, second banana. So the point I was going to make is there are those people out there, unfortunately, that I think would like to have the vaccination that can't get it because of allergies or things they're allergic to, I should say. So
the next group's the nursing homes in Guthrie.
Yeah, I mean my bride can't get the vaccination. So so there are people that would like to get it that won't be able to get it. Are you going to get it? Or do you want to share that?
I've never had the flu shot.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean, I'm not. And listen, I'm not one of these people that thinks if you don't get it, there's something wrong with you. I think that's a personal choice.
I think it'll be okay. I just got to get to the point where over the
it's a needle thing for you.
The soreness.
Well, and it's the needle thing.
Yeah. And then I know people who get the flu shot then get the flu. See? So if I take the COVID shot, will I get COVID?
I was sick as a dog the one time I did the flu shot.
Oh, Jordan, by the way, our YouTube viewer. Thank you, Jordan. Yeah. Guthrie Middle School band. So that's cool.
She's in Guthrie Middle School band?
Yeah, so it's like the cool kids are on YouTube, basically. Us young hip hoppers.
So Jordan's in the Guthrie Middle School. So she's a junior high person.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna have to change some of the topics. Oh boy, didn't think that one through.
So your quarters. What was the?
Well, quarters are good for buying bubble gum. You can
Laughing Taffies.
I mean, you can save quarters. There's a lot of things you can do with quarters. Yep, a lot of things.
Well, I think we might better call it a show.
Go ahead and wrap it up.
Yeah.
12-year-olds on here. I'm a little nervous now all of a sudden. So, oh boy. At least you know your demographic on YouTube now.
Yeah. See, I mean, at least, hip hop, the cool kids over there.
I do want to say real quick. I mean, everybody that's listening, I just want to wish you a Merry Christmas and enjoy time with your family and stay safe, have fun, and just hopefully we can get thanks, Billy. So hopefully we can get 2021 will be a little less stressful for some folks, a little more peaceful and maybe in a lot of areas. So we can just kind of move into something a little more positive. Oh boy. You're very worried about financial devastation, aren't you? You play that more than
I hit the wrong one. I meant to hit this one.
Okay.
I meant to hit the get on out of here. So it is a wrap.
Number one song in 1996 country charts. What was it?
Number one song country charts 1996. Male or female?
I looked it up earlier. It was Mel's.
Mel's. Diamond Rio.
My Maria.
Oh, Brooks and Dunn. I wish I can play that tune, but he gets really high.
Yeah,
My Maria. He gets really high.
No, he can do it. No, he can sing it.
Boy, Brooks and Dunn.
All right, brother. Have a good Christmas.
Okay, you too. So long.